how do I describe you? You're an adventurist.
Yeah, I think that's the right word, actually. I'm an adventure motorcyclist.
Okay.
And in fact, I know it was short notice, but it's 34 countries that I'm doing, so it's the coastal countries of Africa. I started in London on the 1st of November last year. It sounds like a long time ago. In fact, it is. It's 7 months and maybe a week up to now. I'm sorry if I'm sweating a bit, but we've just had a ride by through the streets with the Okadas and Charlie Boy, and it's been really excellent.
With the whole of the entourage?
Absolutely, with the whole entourage hooting behind us, and it sums up the support.
So it's exciting when you're with Charlie Boy.
Yes, very exciting. Very excellent.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. Let's talk about Charlie Boy a bit and your union. How did you meet him?
What happened was I arrived here, and because I met some people, I told them exactly what I'm doing, a circumnavigation of Africa by motorbike, and for charity. The immediate name that sprang to mind for them, some other Nigerian friends of mine in Abuja, was Charlie Boy. So they phoned me, Charlie Boy, and told him about what I was doing, and he kindly invited me around to his house. And we had a chat, and we found out that we had a lot in common. And we've met up, and we're planning some future expeditions.
You had a lot in common. I know you have the bike in common, the motorbikes. What else do you have in common? You don't have the tattoos.
You don't know. You haven't seen
yet. You have the courage. You have the courage, yes. Because it takes a lot of courage and strength to go through 34 countries by motorbike. So Charlie, we know you are involved in charity. You've been doing some very good works. But tell me, beyond charity, what motivated you to work with Spencer?
He's also involved in charity, and the reason for this adventure, as it were, is to raise money for African children, especially in war-torn areas, and to leave a better community and better society than our father. So he's doing a whole lot of things with young people, and like I said, he's raising money for humanity. So that's the same thing we've been doing. And Sam here is in our pack. We've been doing like Food for Life, and he had covered Delta State, giving medicine, giving food stuff to very poor people. So these are the kind of stuff we do. We just don't ride for the pleasure. We try in every way we can to enhance our environment. And so when Spencer came and told me about what he was doing, I jumped on it straight away and said, I like him. And that's why we're here.
Mr. Spencer, why are you targeting children?
It's very simple. When I decided to do the project, I knew it would be a world record, because it hasn't been done solo and unsupported. But I wanted to have something else to make it less selfish, and so obviously I decided on charity. Now I've got children myself, so it was my immediate response would be to do it for Save the Children, because I really believe children are the innocents, as we know. They don't know where they're going to be born into, what situation, famine, war, whatever. Even smaller things than that, maybe violence at home, etc., etc. So I just think it's very important just to give them that boost to help them get through their first years and into adulthood. Whereas adults have sort of had their chance, they can work themselves out. So yeah, it was a very easy decision for me. And then Save the Children UK, it's actually a worldwide organisation, Save the Children, but they got involved. And they backed me up considerably, and when they heard about the project, they said, absolutely excellent, you can become an extraordinary ambassador for Save the Children. So it meant that I had a lot of, on top of the support that I had, it got the involvement of the media of the world, in fact. And I've also had amazing support throughout Africa. As you're having me on the show, for example, which I really appreciate. So I just want to show, even though I'm raising money for problems, and for problem children, there are problems in every country in the world. I also wanted to show in my programs and in my book that Africa's an extremely vibrant continent. You do get ignorance in the Western world. I mean, you get sentences which you won't believe, like, Africa's a nice country. You know, we all know it's a continent of 54 countries.
How many African countries have you visited?
Have
you passed through?
Yes, okay. I've been to about 30, but on this particular trip, 21 so far.
Okay.
So I came down the East Coast to Cape Town, and then I literally turned around and headed back up. So I came through Angola, Namibia, Congo, Gabon, Cameroon, and then into Nigeria.
Okay, so when you say 34 countries, just African countries?
Just African countries, but I have visited 76 countries around the world before that.
Wow.
Yes, I went around the whole world on a boat.
Are you a filmmaker? Are you a producer of programs?
No,
because you told me that this will be, what you were doing will be on National Geographic.
Not National Geographic. It's Diesel Films London, which is seconded to Discovery, and also other film companies will be buying into the program because they all know about it. I am not a producer. I'm in front of the camera. So part of the program will be about me. The programs will be about me and how I deal with the environment, how I eat, etc., etc. And the other will be showing the people I meet, because a country can be stunningly beautiful, but if the people are a bit downtrodden or a bit depressed, you know, it can affect the way you feel. But I've been so lucky that I've met amazing people all the way around, and have given me a great deal of help. I mean, we're talking free accommodation, feeding me, helping me out with all sorts of things. So I'm doing it solo and unsupported, and I can fix the bike myself, and I sleep in the bush. But I've had so much help.
Yeah,
I'm feeling like it's not solo anymore.
Is it free? Is it smooth sailing all the way? You just go on your bike and go from country to country and get people to you in the house. Do you have any nasty experience?
A few.
Okay. Okay, he's put the words on me. I got shot in Kenya.
Ooh.
Now, I don't...
Shot at?
Yeah, shot at and injured. Yeah, I was in the north of Kenya. I came through the border. It's an area where there's very, very few people. And unfortunately, there's Rendile, Samburu, Boran, and Somali. And some of them are, as we know from the news, bandits who go and hijack ships and such like. They have training grounds there. And I just went round a corner, and there was these three guys on a hill, and I just waved to them, and one of them had an AK-47, and he turned around and just started shooting. And it took out... I came off the bike immediately from the power of the bullets, and it took off the whole of my back tyre, my spokes, my brakes, everything like that, and pieces of, bike hit me, and I fell off, injured my ribs. Luckily, I managed to get up and ride off around the corner. Now, I was wondering why. They shoot me once. They don't do it again. The chief of police suspected that they had run out of bullets, because the guns are fairly cheap over there, but bullets are not. So he thinks they did the one, and after that, that's why they were running after me. So I feel extremely blessed that I'm still here to talk to you. But I always come
at that
to
point, did you feel like turning back?
No. I felt the opposite. I felt the opposite. It made me more motivated to do it. Yeah, because the good people I've met. This is, sorry, rest of the world. This is my favourite continent on earth. So
you do not consciously avoid the trouble areas?
No, I consciously look for them. I tried to go to Darfur in southern Sudan. I tried to get a permit, but it was impossible. So then I tried to ride there to see what was going on, but I was stopped at an army police roadblock, and they escorted me back to Addis Ababa. So it was impossible to get into. I like to face every sort of possibility and just see how people are living their lives, and stopping in local villages and staying there rather than in hotels. So I've been camping 167 nights in the bush and living on a budget.